Hi, I'm Lee Benz, the home scholar, and Jackie in Florida was asking about English, and she wanted to know how many hours of English did she need for each element of a high school English credit. And I am so glad that you asked that question, and let me just kind of explain high school just a little bit. If you have a measured curriculum, like you're using, I don't know, Sunlight curriculum for English, it's going to be one high school credit no matter how many hours that they spend. The problem is that a lot of homeschoolers will mix and match things together, and they'll add this and they'll add that, and so pretty soon you have like 15 different things that you're doing for English. And so when that happens, you need to start thinking beyond just calling it one high school English credit. You want to be thinking instead about, am I expecting too much from my child? Okay, so let's think about what it was like when we were in high school. All right, we had some classes in my high school that were pretty tough. Occasionally with math, it might even ask me to do homework, but usually it was kept to that 50-minute period. And I did some AP classes when I was in high school, but there really wasn't all that much homework, which is one of the reasons why college was such a surprise to me. However, in my high school, there were also classes that we fondly called them underwater basket weaving classes. Did you take any of those? Those are where you pretty much just show up for class and you didn't really have to engage, and you kind of just sat there and there was never any homework, and it was a fluff class, right? And I took classes like that. Actually, my high school economics class was a lot like that. And so there are some classes in high school that are going to be hard, and there are some classes in high school that are going to be easy. And sometimes, if it's a hard class, I remember when I took AP English, it might have been a hard class, there might be 1 hour of classroom time and 1 hour of homework that I did. Okay, so that was our little walk down memory lane. Now let's think about what it's like in our homeschool. I've talked to a lot of my Gold Care members, and I mean they will take their English and pile it on. If your English is taking just tons and tons of time, I would suggest that maybe you're expecting too much or piling it too heavy on your child. I like to think in terms of nice soft boundaries, all right? If you're doing about an hour of reading and writing combined each day, that's going to be a high school credit. Sometimes it'll take 2 hours. You know, I know some parents that will have 1 hour of reading and 1 hour of writing, and they do that each day, and they can call that a high school credit. They're both one high school credit because, you know, some classes are easier and some classes are harder, and that's fine. Depends on the school, depends on the homeschool, right? But if you're getting up over 2 hours, especially if you're up over 2.5 hours per day, I'd be looking pretty closely at the curriculum to find out, are you expecting too much? You have your child signed up for an AP class that, you know, maybe it's telling them they have to do too much study or preparation for what they actually need to learn. So look closely at that. So the original question was, how many hours do I need to spend on each element of high school English? And the answer is, no matter how many elements you put together, if you're spending more than 2 hours, look closer and try to see if you're expecting too much from your child. And for the record, this is why my Gold Care members, their teenagers just love me, because I tell the mom to, you know, take a chill pill, mellow out, it's not that hard. So I hope that helps. Talk to you later.